Amateur Night.
Welcome everyone to episode 4 of Amateur Night. I am your host, Jakey Muffins. I should be joined shortly, not too long from now, by the other co-host, Frosty. And we're going to be watching some more of the IBL Gold Cup from your Hoosier State Instigators this past week. So we're looking forward to those two games. He could probably fill us in a little bit more on exactly what went down this weekend. But I do see from the footage I have, it looks like the teams may have changed from what we had initially had on those graphics. And I know when I was doing a stream Friday night, it looked like the games may have changed a little bit. But as far as if the streams I have here are correct, it looks like we played against the Wet Bandits and then the Blue Thunder. So a little bit different than what we had on the schedule there. Let me get that pulled up and we'll be starting the game stream. All right. So this first game here is against the Wet Bandits. And looks like he got Frosty here.
What up?
Hey.
About to do this thing?
Yeah,
Thanks.
we're just about to get started. It looks like that first game is against the Wet Bandits, if I'm not mistaken.
That's right. Yeah, we had to switch opponents for both games, actually. So we got the Wet Bandits in game 1 and the Blue Thunder in game 2 as the two teams that we're taking on. Both are pretty good teams. I think the Wet Bandits, one of them had only one loss. I think it's Blue Thunder, and the Wet Bandits are just under 500, so pretty good teams. Expecting some good competition. Jake, how you been, man? What do you think of these frosty glasses?
Oh, you're definitely styling tonight.
Yeah, man, I'm trying. I had to put on my shades because I saw those highlights coming out about this game. So.
Well, we got Jackson in the chat. He's a fan of your shades.
Hell yeah, Jackson knows what fashion is. That's why.
Yeah.
All right, we got Kevin making a layup almost. Did you talk about the big debut this week? It kind of got leaked.
I did not mention that yet, but I did see it was a little bit leaked. It looks like a number 4 player may have returned.
Yeah, I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but yeah, number 4 from last year's team. Kind of tall guy. I think was pretty good. Both double doubles and played point guard. I think Dylan Ware. So I'm excited to have Dylan back. You know, like I said, I put it out in the Discord. If you're not in our Discord, get in the Discord because I leak all kinds of stuff in there. I can't help it like a faucet. But you know, I said last week that you know rosters were frozen. Heard from the IBL actually for us that's not true. We were allowed to add players. Wasn't planning on doing that, and then I got a call from Dylan saying, or Dylan just texted me. He's like, "Hey, do you mind if I play?" You know, he was going to be in the area anyway. So I was like, "Hell yeah!" Anytime Dylan Ware wants to play with us, I'm always going to say yes. So I was excited to have him. I think he'll make a pretty good impact in tonight's games. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, if Dylan is asking to play, I definitely wouldn't turn that down. We saw him last year, very versatile player, and he played both down low and at point, and he kind of really excelled once we transitioned him more towards point.
He really did, and really led the team well. We also see down there, number 7, Alex Brown has returned from injury. Happy to have him back as well. So this is one of the deepest squads we've had for the IBL Gold Cup. So I'm excited to see how it goes. Hey, I just noticed the Amateur Night logo up in the top corner. You're killing it, Jake. It's killing it, man.
Yeah, I know you joined a little late. I also had a real short 10-second intro, so we'll have to catch that next time. Yeah.
Well, we got some announcements to make tonight. I can't wait to talk about some of those. It's not just about the games on the court, although mostly it will be. This is on court 2. You can't tell the difference between court 1 and court 2 on our cameras, but that's where we are tonight. Court 2. Undefeated on court 2 are the Instigators, 2-0. This is week 4 of the IBL, as we see some one-on-ones going on down here. One of the ways the Instigators went up. But anyway, week 4 of 5 in the regular season, so 4 games left, including the 2 tonight. 2 next week. At 1 and 3 on a Saturday. Those are the 2 latest games we've played. So it'll be interesting to see how guys do sitting around and waiting for those games. But this game, I think, was at 10. We were supposed to play at 10 and 1, but the schedule got rearranged because some folks for one of the teams couldn't make it for personal reasons, so they weren't able to put their team out. So we played at 10 and 11. So back-to-back games for the first time in a little while. Again, the key for me is seeing how the guys do fatigue-wise in that second game, seeing if they're getting in better basketball shape, which is a big part of what we're trying to do here. As we're just waiting for the games to get away, you see the Wet Bandits jerseys wearing the gray. I think those look kind of nice. I'm not going to lie, with the gradient. Simple but effective, Here goes Tyree Johnson on a 3. Bang. He's been, he's one of those players. Him and Rico are 2 players that are, doing an extended tryout, a month long, really. And both of them have played really well. What's your take on Rico and Tyree?
Yeah, they both had, some pretty nice games. Rico had that, I think it was the first or the second week of games. He really stood out and kind of made his presence known. But both of the guys have shown flashes, their ability to make plays, and I like the defensive efforts from both of them.
Yeah, me too. Absolutely. And look at that. V, an oldie but goodie. V Brown, is his little brother plays in this game for us, Alex. But V's in the chat. What up, V? All right, we're about to get underway here. 00 is the guy to watch, really, I think, for Wet Bandits. Got a nice shot from 3-point range. A lot of teams have really good knockdown 3-point shooters, which is something we're looking for to expand our roster. I would say if we have a need, it would be for a knockdown 3-point shooter. We're having a tryout on July 20th, so if any of these knockdown shooters in this league think they have what it takes to be Instigators, they should show up to Best Choice Fieldhouse, the home of the Instigators, just announced this week, and put their money where their mouth is. Missed basket on both ends here, so slow start. Joe Bird doing Joe Bird things, almost made that basket. I love it when Joe Bird attacks the paint. You never know what's going to happen. Shot by number 4, and that's in. Like I said, knockdown shooters. Wet Bandits right there with one. AB playing point guard, apparently. Something you probably won't see during the regular season, but maybe. Good pass to Jackson there from Joe. Just missed, but good rebound by Kevin. I got to tell you, Stunna Boy has rebounded much better than you would think for his size so far in the Gold Cup. That's one thing that stood out to me about him. 00 thinks about it. You may recognize that green and orange jersey as a different team, and that's true. But he's playing apparently with this team this week. I'm not sure why, but we'll take whoever they got. He makes that 3, though, so AB misses there. Gets his own rebound. Just padding his own stats, I think. Miss on purpose, get the offensive rebound. He didn't even jump there. I will say the one thing we have over the Wet Bandits is size. I think Joe Bird would be the tallest player on their team, and he's about the 4th tallest player on our team. Joe going to work. Easy layup. Easy for Joe, not easy for me. But and the Instigators tie it up 6-6. You see the Instigators working on the 2-3 zone again on defense. Something that they didn't work a whole lot last year. There were times that they pulled zones. It didn't really work well. They didn't have a whole lot of time to practice it. Another 3 by the Wet Bandits. That's 3 in a row, 3-pointers. But they didn't have a whole lot of time to practice the zone, so they're doing that now. I think that's really smart on them. So we'll see some mistakes every now and then as they work out communication issues. But it's good to see them, testing out the zone, just adding to the versatility of their defense.
Yeah,
high-low here.
As a Syracuse fan, I obviously love the zone.
Big zone fan, yeah. Absolutely. It looks like both teams are playing zone. This is the game for you. It looks like 2-3 zone on both sides.
Yeah.
What team was the orange and green? I can't remember. Oh, Joe Bird with the full court pass. That should count as 2 buckets because he hit it out of the bucket. It went in, he hit it out, and went back in. That should be 2 buckets. Oh, finally a miss by the Wet Bandits. I'm going to try to say Wet Bandits as much as possible during this game because that is awesome. AB distributing with the assist. AB is best when he's running toward the basket. We saw him post up a lot last year, but honestly, him like running and cutting and slashing is where he does the most damage because he can get to the rim, but he can also distribute, as we saw there, as he hits Kevin, the smallest guy on the court, for a layup. And the Wet Bandits do know how to shoot 2-pointers. They just got one. So Instigators are up 12-11. Again, AB with the assist. AB and Jackson, we haven't seen it on the court yet. This is the first time we've seen it. I'm really excited to see how it goes. Floor spacing will be important with 2 bigs, but if they get it right, they could be really deadly.
I noticed the duct tape numbers are back for Jackson as well.
Yeah, Jackson and I had to have a conversation about that. It's if you're not going with the duct tape numbers, what are you even doing, frankly?
It seems to be working out.
Yeah, definitely. Jackson stands out much more with the duct tape numbers. Another 3-pointer, 0-0 right there with the 3-pointer. 16-14 Instigators. Kevin Cameron bringing the ball up. Thought about a shot. AB almost another assist. Inadvertent whistle, and by inadvertent I mean from the other game. It may have been vertent. I don't know. Jay says if we win, the Shades stay. I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm going full on Bret Hart for this game. Joe Bird with, what was that? Did you see that? Joe Bird with maybe the craziest assist we'll see all day. And we see owner Frosty down there almost with the rebound. Kevin Cameron with a tough take. Kevin does a lot of Instagram videos where he's shooting threes and he's pulling back, stepping back and pulling shots. But honestly, he's just as dangerous when he attacks, maybe more dangerous when he attacks the paint. It's something I want to see him do more, so that was a good sign. Another 3-pointer, and it's a 17-20 game here. 14-12 to go. So Wet Bandits are keeping it close, as we just heard Joe Bird tell everyone to play a 3-2 next time. We'll see if they listen. Yeah, that was a foul. I'm going to be honest. Usually I try to say, from my days on the court coaching, but usually I try. Oh, Freebirds were the orange team. Thank you, Jackson. So we got a Freebird on there trying to get revenge on us after the 80-point beating that they took. But anyway, usually I try to argue that our guys didn't foul even when they did, but that was a foul. Kevin with the step back misses. Nice distribution there. Oh, just missed, but Joe Bird thought about going Tom Brady. A little screen there. Gets the right to Chuck. You want to see the team moving a little bit there. Finally, Kevin cuts. Misses a wild shot, though, but gets his own rebound. Want to see more movement from the team here. Standing around a lot on this possession. And there's another offensive rebound. And a good dish by Chuck Bloom. Those are the types of plays we see where the team is really starting to gel together. Those would be missed opportunities in week 1, but they're hitting them here. I'm not sure where that was going, but ends up with the Instigators, who go with the ABA inbound. Chuck gets the foul. Why is he pointing at me? Look at me go. Look at that pass. Whoa, one hopper, 2/3 of the way up the court. Holy cow. Sign that man. Chuck Bloom with some free throws. Something we've really seen improved by the Instigators in the Gold Cup have been free throw shooting. Last year, we were about a 65% free throw shooting team. I think we're closing in on 80% here as a team in the Gold Cup. Our next opponents over there are the Blue Thunder. They're scouting us. They're sitting on the bench. I saw them. Another three-point shot. Bang. And boom goes the dynamite. Remember that video? You're probably too young for it, Jake.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Look up boom goes the dynamite when we're done here. It's an oldie but goodie. Jackson with the pull-up. Missed it. Jackson says the 3-2 is going to be deadly. I agree. Although I must put in the disclaimer here that we don't have Dylan Ware under contract. But if you know him, let him know he should sign a contract with the Instigators. Everyone blow up his socials. Everyone tag Dylan Ware in the comments here. Let him know to come to the Instigators. They try to throw the ball off Jackson. It didn't work. Instead, he rejects it. See the rotation there. Good job by the Instigators covering their guys. Wide open three, though. Oh, he missed it. You don't see that often from good old 00. I don't know his name. I should have looked at the rosters, but that was a good job by him. Kevin Cameron bringing the ball up. Pedestrian on the field. Good pass by Kevin, and Jackson takes it to the hoop. Jackson's new Instigator nickname is Duct Tape. Look at the swarming defense by the Instigators zone. Chuck just can't quite hold it on. We're seeing more of that in the zone in the last 2 weeks, is that trap in the corner, and it seems to be really working. As Dylan Ware checks in for the first time in 2024, sporting new hair. Third different hairstyle by Dylan Ware, if you're keeping track. First we had the dreads. Then we had the shaved head, and now we got the luscious locks. Dylan Ware passes it to AB, who goes for the deep three, and why not? That goes in. Dylan Ware with an immediate assist on a three-pointer by Alex Brown. Bandits trying to figure out the zone here. And they do with another three-pointer. Point center, Alex Brown brings the ball up. Lance Hopkins, nice save by him. It's good to see Lance check into the game, too. Lance has played really well in the Gold Cup as well. Chuck misses. Tyree almost gets the rebound, but instead the Bandits have it. 29-23, pretty close game halfway through, I would say. Good job by the Bandits. Three-pointers really keeping them in the game. Floater there, just off the mark. Maybe the easiest rebound he has had in his career right there. Lance across court to Chuck. Bang, Chuck hits a three of his own. Chuck has really started to show his range. Definitely a natural guard who was playing power forward for us last year, so it's nice to see him in his natural position, you know. Deep three by the Wet Bandits. That's off. AB wins that rebound fight, and he's bringing the ball. Is he going coast to coast? No, he's going to get the assist, and Dylan takes it in. So AB with the hockey assist, Chuck with the actual assist. Dylan Ware with his first bucket of 2024 as an instigator. Missed bucket by Chris there. All right, Dylan's warming up there. I'm going to be honest. You can see us talking there. When Dylan dunked that, I said, is that all you got?
Yeah.
Dylan, interesting fact. He posted it on his Instagram. If anyone doesn't follow Dylan, you should. But he said this is the first time he's touched a basketball in over a month.
Wow.
So it'll be interesting to see how it goes here. He had the easy layup there to get started, but an assist as well. So Rico there with the shot. Just off.
I have a feeling tonight we're not going to see as many missed dunks.
I hope not. Let's keep track.
Yeah.
The record's 10. Last night was 2, I think, or last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, as it looks like we're coming out of this timeout here. All right, Wet Bandits bring the ball up. So the Instigators were able to balloon the lead a little bit there. But number 00. Let me ask you this question, Jake. This is really important. It's been weighing on me. Are 00 and 0 two different numbers in your mind on a basketball jersey? Can you have 0 and 00 on the court at the same time? As Lance stepped on the
I feel like sports, yes, it is two different.
But what about 4 and 04?
I think it is different. I'm a racing fan, and I've seen that happen before, where there's like 7 and 07. So I feel like they're different.
It just doesn't feel right to me. I'm gonna be honest with you.
It is a little weird, but
and Mike Pugh with the assist as Dylan Ware slams down the alley-oop. So Dylan looks like he's still ready to jump. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there, but
you good.
Well, I don't like it. That's what I gotta say. It just feels weird. I don't know. Tyree Johnson with the three-pointer. We saw him hit a lot of those in warm-ups, but that one doesn't go. Mike putting some pressure on the ball here. Rico goes for the steal, misses, but Lance gets it, and it goes right back to Mike. Rico with the... Oh, Tyree just misses that layup. Rare miss on the layup. Deep three by the Wet Bandits off this time. He hit it earlier, so why not? So the Instigators now going with their small lineup with Dylan Ware, the tallest guy on the court. Although Dylan's probably like, I don't know how tall Dylan is. 6'6", 6'7", maybe.
Yeah, I think he's in that range.
Yeah. Rico with the easy hand out there. Let's see. Tyree open again. And why not? He hits the shot. Tyree showing some range. Jay says 007 and 7 hit different. That's one I agree with. Interesting fact, I graduated from high school in 2007, and we were the class of 007. That's what we were known as.
Oh, yeah. That's 10 years prior than me.
Ah, you can go to hell. Shot by Lance. I graduated college when you were in middle school, probably. So, Dylan with the steal there. Something we saw a lot. Almost slammed it.
It's the first one.
That's one. Missed dunk. Three-pointer. The Wet Bandits have kind of lost the touch here. Mike turns the ball over, trying to get it to Dylan. Just underthrew it a bit. Three-pointer by the Bandits. Missed again. If they don't keep hitting those, they're going to fall apart. That's my prediction. Tyree thought about another three. Good pump fake. Good feed to Mike. Hits that mid-range shot. Mike is solid in that range. We see it over and over and over again.
Yeah, it's a low percentage shot, but that seems to be the type of shots Mike just excels in.
Yeah, statistically, right? Those are the mid-range shots are the hardest shots in basketball, but not for Mike Pugh. Mike Pugh shoots those at about 80%. All right, that whistle was on this court. Apparently a foul. I think we've only had 2 free throws so far in this game with 5 minutes to go in the first half. 41-26 Instigators. All of a sudden, they're up 15. Here comes the trap again. Ooh, Mike almost got the steal there. Oh, I believe that's off the Bandits. It is. Rico Spikes has some quick hands. Mike in the double team here. Rico for 3. That's going to go. I knew it before he let go.
Yeah.
Rico's got a smooth shot. Ooh, that was a reach. That was a little bit of a reach. Got a little greedy after the steal on the last possession. He's wearing a Joe Bird jersey. His last name isn't Bird. Ooh, Mike almost with the steal there. So you see the Instigators now going for the ball defensively. Feels like they smell blood in the water a little bit, that they can really balloon this lead if they can get a couple of takeaways. Tyree slows it down, passes it to Rico, who's kind of assuming the point guard duties. He hits Lance, who's crossing, who hits Dylan. Good ball movement by the Instigators. Oh, my God. Another dunk by Dylan. In traffic. Good to see. Good ball movement, though, by the Instigators to get that lane open for him, though. As Tyree now with the steal. He's going to go up to Mike. You're not going to see it. Nobody wants to see it, but he makes the lay-in. Good job, Mike. He was moving so fast we couldn't keep up.
Space has got a good idea here. We should get a counter for the dunks.
Oh, man, that would be dope.
Might have to work on that for next week.
Yeah, definitely. We want the Instigators to be a team that is high-flying and dunking and alley-ooping more than we shoot threes. And if you think you can dunk, July 20th at Best Choice Fieldhouse, you can show up with the likes of Dylan Ware and put your money where your mouth is and see if you have what it takes to be an Instigator. 7 p.m., July 20th, $60 registration fee. Missed there, three-pointer. So the Bandits have gone ice cold here and are now down 24. Good hands there, though, by the Wet Bandits. Stopped the ball from getting into Lance. Lance had kind of a quiet night so far. He's kind of helped everyone else get in position to make plays. He's doing good things. We go with the three, and why not? Rico's 3 for 3 from three-point range. And that's a turnover by the Wet Bandits. Lance getting some encouragement from AB to shoot the ball, but instead makes the wise pass. Rico sets up. Going for three. Why not? 4 for 4. So 12 quick points by Rico Spikes. That one had some distance, too. Wet Bandits pass it to me, and I make the catch. Those were some quick hands. How would you rate that catch? Be honest. Out of 10.
It was pretty impressive. I'd probably give it like a 7 or an 8.
I'll take that. Rico with his 5th straight three-pointer. Dylan showing some love there. I got quick hands. I'm just going to say. It's all those years playing baseball. Bandits turn it over. Oh, no, kickball. Dylan was off to the races. Rank Dylan's 3 hairstyles for me. What would you rank them? I know you're partial to the dreads.
Yeah. So I haven't seen this one in person, so I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah.
But I would say the braids are number 1. I'd probably have this
That's
number
right, they were
2.
braids, not dreads. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably have this number 2. I wasn't a huge fan of the shaved head, if I'm being honest.
Yeah. This one kind of reminds me of like peak Macaulay Culkin haircut.
Okay.
Yeah. No hair, Dylan was the GOAT. He played the best, I would say, with the shaved head. I'm not going to lie. Braids Dylan was good too. But the team was still learning. Oh, and a block by Rico Spikes, who's going to tiptoe down, shoot the three, and just miss. He did everything right there on that play. And the Instigators now really going after the ball. Behind the back pass by Tyree to Rico. Rico's going to lob it up. Dylan's going to reset here and shoot the three. Missed that, but Instigators now still with the numbers advantage here. I feel like the Bandits are getting a little gassed here at the end of this half. Another mid-range shot. Another three-pointer there by Mike Pugh. 8 seconds left. Shot is off. At the buzzer. Nice shot there by the Wet Bandits. A three-pointer to pull it to a 32-point game. So let's hit a commercial break and let's break down that first half when we return. All right, we're back. What'd you see in that first half?
Continuing from last week, it looks like the different style of defenses. I do like that we're learning the zone defense. We didn't really see much of it last year throughout the season. So I definitely think that's going to be beneficial depending on the matchups throughout the year.
Sure.
And I mean, still allowing some open threes. Luckily, that stopped falling for the Wet Bandits towards the second part of the first half. But nice to see Dylan back on the court. Couple of nice dunks from the Instigators. Not as many missed dunks.
Yeah, only one missed dunk in that first half, which was good. And I'm just going to attribute that to Dylan not being warmed up. He showed up right at game time and hadn't touched basketball in a month, so we'll give that one to him. We'll give him a pass. A lot of good things. We talked about, it's a NCAA rules. So we talk about you generally want your team to be what up, AB Hollywood. We got both Brown brothers now. You talk about, NCAA rules. You definitely want the score to be in the high 60s to kind of high 80s is kind of the range we're looking at. We're in the low 60s here in the first half. And the Instigators have put up 100 points, I think, in 4 straight games now. Looking on pace to do that again. Just shooting like crazy efficient. And a lot of that is not settling, except for Rico, who's not settling because he hit, I think, 5 of 6 3-pointers in the first half. But not settling for that 3-point shot or bad shots, but really looking for good shots and moving the ball around. So a lot of good stuff to see there. As far as like the 3-pointers, I think that's a little bit of condition of the 2-3, right? It puts a lot of pressure on those guards, especially to rotate over in time. They're still learning that. But yeah, like you said, they stopped falling. Nobody's going to shoot that good of a percentage of 3-pointers for the entire game. So that was good to see. Keys to the second half, I think, is just for the Instigators to continue using the size. Chuck says, AB threw down on the grill yesterday. Jealous that we didn't get the invite. I was playing a doubleheader in baseball, so I wouldn't have been able to make it anyway, but it's nice to feel included. Dylan goes with the windmill dunk there. Did you see that?
Yeah.
That's awesome. AB going with the 360 layup dish. Let's not put that on the highlight reel. Rico just dunked. Oh, no. I thought he did maybe, but. It's funny because, like, as guys start to dunk, other guys, Chris here, who doesn't play for us, makes a 3-point shot. Gets on the hand. Another dunk by Mike. It's interesting because you hear the guys talking about dunks as they, like, see other guys do it. It gets everyone encouraged to do it. And we have a ton of freak athletes on this team, so it's fun to watch. AB, rate my shades. That's what we got to know. The new frosty shades. All right, as we're about to get ready, Rico's shooting at the wrong end of the court. Going for the 4-pointer. He missed it. But. All right, so what are we starting with here in the second half? Looks like we got Chuck, we got AB, we got Joe. There's 3 there. Who else? Jackson. Who's our 5th? Kevin. I see Kevin down there. I didn't see Kevin at first because he's wearing the celebrity white jersey. Crack. Oh, my God. Cut. AB's cut. That's it. Cut that, man. Wet Bandits open it up with 3-pointer. They miss it, but Jackson gets the rebound. Nice pass by Joe.
And it looks like the duct tape has fallen off for the second half.
Yeah, the part of the 9 had fallen off in the first half, and so Jackson just pulled it all off. It was actually on the middle of the court, so I had to pull it off. As we get a foul there. Rare foul. This has been a really clean game by both teams. Free throw attempts by number 44, who hit that buzzer beater to close out the first half. This is that, though.
And they do have their players down there for the rebound here.
Yeah, we've been tracking that. It's interesting to see. This is kind of the one time I agree with not having any players down there to rebound. The guys look massively undersized compared to Jackson and AB. Jackson says he's going to super glue the duct tape. I love it. Yeah. We just need more. Like, we need a team manager that's re-duct taping him every time he goes on the bench as Joe gets the steal there. Joe going to work. Oh, no. Okay, Kevin catches it. No shot clock here. Just a reminder to everybody. 24 seconds in the ABA. I think we're past that here, but that's okay. Duct tape alt jerseys hitting the merch store soon. Only for Jackson, though. You can order your Jackson Stone duct tape alt jersey starting soon. That'd be dope. I would buy that, honestly. The duct tape's like kind of falling off.
Yeah.
Another miss. Man, the Wet Bandits just cannot get the 3 to fall this half. Really, in the last probably 10 minutes of game time. I want to say this game was like 26 to 21 at one point. Instigators. Joe goes for the alley-oop. Didn't get it up there high enough. You got to get that above the rim for AB, you know? And, Kevin thought he had a charge there. I don't think I'd give it to him, even watching the replay now. Probably a blocking foul, but good attempt. 0-0 goes the line. We got stretched.
Yeah.
I love that. All right, Wet Bandits inbound it. They missed free throw, but the Instigators knock it out of bounds. 0-0 going with the shot. And he hits it. 3-point range. Way deep. Chuck brings ball up. This is one of the things I like to see is that you see the Instigators playing around with kind of who brings the ball up. Whereas last year, Joe Bird hit 3-pointer. You really had one or two guys that really brought the ball up. It was usually JoJo, Lawan, or AB. Or Dylan. But here we see everyone kind of doing it. This 3-pointer again by the Wet Bandits. Here's a lid on the bucket for them. Joe looking for another 3. He hits it. That's 2 in a row for Joe. When Joe gets going, he's hard to stop,
Yeah.
Bandits looking for something here. Shoot another 3. They miss. AB with the rebound. AB rocking the controversial black jersey and white shorts. As Kevin Cameron gets the rebound. Makes the basket. Maybe says he thinks he got fouled. I think he probably did too. But the refs have been really good, honestly. There's only one ref in this game. Generally, for ABA games, you want 3 refs. You can do 2, but it kind of is hard. But this guy is the only one there, and he just kind of stands in the same area because he'd be exhausted if he did anything different. But man, that might be why we don't get as many fouls too, right? But AB feeding to Jackson, who goes with the sky hook, hits it. Chuck said he didn't get fouled on that layup. Look, I'm just trying to support my boy. Long distance 3 there. 0-0 again, I believe, as it's now a 38-point game. So a game that was really close, ballooned right before the half, and the Instigators just continue to grow the lead. Terrible pass there. But did you see those hands rate that catch? Did you see that? Man.
Yeah. You got to pull some one-handed catches this upcoming week.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah. Ooh, AB was ready for the block there. Jay says Chuck isn't an Instigators fan if he thinks that wasn't a foul. AB pointing at the guy's feet. He falls down, but gets the assist anyway. I love that we can hear the players. It cracks me up every now and then. Stuff like that comes through. A rare 2-point shot by the Wet Bandits, and that goes in. They're pressing a little bit there. Yeah, just one player really. Thought he could get a steal there. Kevin thought about passing it or shooting it. Passes it. Joe saves it. Good save by Joe. AB playing high. Nice pass to Kevin. He passes it back out. Should have taken the shot there, I think. But AB gets the assist anyway with Jackson. If I'd have been AB, I'd have been mad that Kevin passed that. That was a dime pass. Instead Jackson, really gives AB some love with the dime. Chuck slows it down, waiting for his team. He gets the screen there, misses. And here come the Wet Bandits, down 40 points. With 14 minutes to go. 0-0 takes the shot. That was a heat check shot if I've ever seen one. AB gets it ahead to Jackson. Gets the layup. I want to see Jackson dunk one. We haven't seen Jackson dunk one yet. He's 0 for 2 on dunks on the season. Same as his 3-point shooting percentage. 0 for 2. Chuck lobs it up. Joe missed a dunk. That's miss number 2, right? Is that 2?
Yeah.
All right, 2 missed dunks. AB with the 3-pointer. He hit one in the first half. And AB says, Joe, give it to me. I'll show you how to do it. And he hits the alley-oop. Chuck says number 4 was killing Stunna Boy. I think that's absolutely true. This guy was going at Stunna, and Stunna was fouling him like crazy. He might as well have been like in an 80 slasher because he was hacking that dude. Non-stop. I love Stunna Boy, but he was hacking this dude. He hits the free throw there. Chuck high-fives him. Chuck, you're an instigator, man. Quit giving love to the other team, first of all. Don't high-five him when he makes the free throw after you did your boy like that. Stunna Boy posting up, which is ambitious at best. But Jackson hits the midi. Number 4 passes it when Chuck has it. I just want to call him. Another 3-pointer by the Wet Bandits. Joe, every time, will throw it up the court. Nice save by Jackson. You see that behind the back to keep that in bounds, and then he hits the midi. That's a highlight, folks. That's excellent skills by a big man. And then he gets the steal. Is this the moment? It is. Jackson stealing with a dunk. Jackson, congratulations joining the Instigator Dunk Club. You've earned it. Stunna Boy going for the dunk now, I hope. No, he'll just do the layup. That was nice. Could you imagine? For real, that was the craziest sequence of all Gold Cup. So Jackson catches that ball, saves it from going out of bounds by going around the back, hits the midi, hustles down court, gets the steal, runs coast to coast for the dunk. Impressive stuff. Stunna goes with between the legs and passes it to me. That was one-handed. Man, I got skills. I could play pudgy forward for this team. I'm just saying.
Yeah, we got that tryout coming out, July 20th.
Oh, yeah. Tell the fans about it.
7 p.m. Another chance.
Best Choice Fieldhouse.
Yeah, Best Choice Fieldhouse, the official home for the Instigators now.
Yeah. Dylan with the block. Dylan says, no, sir. And Joe from forever, I think about half court to AB for another alley-oop. We've now hit more alley-oops in this game than we did all the other games combined. 3-2. At the end of the year, at the end of the Gold Cup, I think we're going to put together a video of all the dunks and let the fans vote, of all the alley-oops, and have the fans vote for the best alley-oop for the Gold Cup. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm definitely down for that.
Game's getting a little sloppy now as both teams are running up and down the court. 0-0 with the miss. Rebound would not take it up against AB. All right, Kevin gets a little bit back with the block there. The classic 99 versus 4 matchup. 99 wins that sequence. AB with the pass. Dylan up to AB, and that's another alley-oop. My God. That's 3 alley-oops for AB in the last about 3 minutes, as the Instigators are up 98-44 with 10 minutes to go. So it looks like that record of 100 points in 4 straight games is going to continue. That's just a bit off. Kevin with the full court pass. That's a turnover. He's been watching too much Joe Bird film.
Yeah.
Only Joe can do that. Nice 3-pointer there by the Wet Bandits. They get their first bucket in a minute. Joe slows it down a little bit. Chuck's coming over, sets this kind of a screen. Joe slashes through the lane, takes the layup. Nice job by Joe Bird there. Ooh, Dylan went for the steal there, didn't quite get it. And there's another three-pointer by the Wet Bandits. If they didn't have the three, they wouldn't have anything at all, as they bring it back down to a 50-point lead. They've legitimately, I think, hit way more three-point buckets than they hit twos. Am I wrong?
No, they're definitely relying on the threes.
Yeah, I don't know what AB did there. It didn't quite work out there. The Wet Bandits drive the lane. Missed the shot. AB might have gotten a piece of that. We're going to say he did. And he's gonna. Oh, that's our third missed dunk. That would have been a good one. Dylan moving up the court here with a purpose. Oh, almost got the layup there. Thought he had it. Chuck fell over. Good try, Chuck, to get the ball. Check it in to make sure he's okay. Good job, cameraman. Joe with the rebound. Again, our camera is run by AI, so sometimes it doesn't always get it, but we love it anyway. We should name the AI. Fan vote for the AI name. Lance with the baby alley-oop. We'll take that. Lance says he can dunk. That was his chance, I felt. In fact, not only did he say he can dunk, he said easy.
He did say that last week.
Dylan with the hammer. And there's a free bird on the court. I don't know what's up with that. I should ask. I'm curious. Not that I care. I'm just curious. How did this happen? What's the backstory? Dylan bringing the ball up the court. Moving just a little bit faster than everybody else. Finds Joe Bird. Joe's going to throw it up. Oh, not quite. I'll tell you. There's a common denominator in some of these. I'm not going to say what it is because it's rude. But its initials are Joe Bird. Free birds fly free. I guess they're all free agents. Kevin going with the spin move there. Hits Joe. Misses the three. The Bandits throw the ball way up the court. And it went out of bounds. That's a turnover. So 104-52 Instigators with a 52-point lead here with 7.5 minutes to go. Game's got a little sloppy in the second half as the score just kind of balloons. We're going to check these guys out. A good look at the Blue Thunder, our next opponent, coming up after this game. Good shot by the Instigators. Not sure who made it, but good job. Looks like it was a... No, it was a 2-point. Dylan with another steal. He throws it up, and Dylan dunks it. Good job by Kevin. Get in on the action for another alley-oop. You know, one thing we don't talk enough about Dylan Ware last year is he's a really sneaky good defensive player. Not just like blocks and things like that. That was a deep three. That was almost logo. But with steals, he steals the ball a lot. We saw that a lot last year. Tyree shooting a deep three. Not quite, but why not? You know, when you're up 55, what was it, 53, why not take that shot, you know? Missed three-pointer there by the Wet Bandits. Lance is bringing the ball up. Throws it up to Dylan. Goes to Kevin, and goes for the tough layup. Misses it. But they're going to call the foul. Kevin's excited. I think he's playing in sweatpants. I'm not sure about that. What do you think about that?
It's an interesting choice.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
I think that answer says it all.
Yeah.
Referee doesn't take the ball and bounce it back. There we go. Kevin with the second free throw. So he hit them both. Good job. Kevin's been a consistent free throw shooter as well when he gets to the line. It's good to see that. Does a lot of things well, so we've been really impressed by him so far. Three-pointer by the Wet Bandits. That falls. Crowd favorite there. I'm not sure what his name is, but the crowd loves him. Every time he makes a three, crowd goes off. Kevin taking matters into his own hands. Misses, gets the rebound, though. Passes it out to Dylan. It's Rico. Rico shoots it. Hot last half, but that's his first shot of this half with 5 minutes to go. 110-58. Good defense there by Lance, but the tough bucket by the Wet Bandits. Someone come get the ball. Passes it out to Rico. Rico cross court to Lance, who steps out of bounds. It's hard to tell. There's two lines there because there's like a line where you can see it, where you're supposed to stand back if you're on the sideline, and one that is the sideline. Wrong line that time. Looks like Wet Bandits bailed out a little bit on that one on the defense. Dylan says no thanks to the alley-oop, but he'll take that one between the legs from Rico. I gotta say, that's my favorite. The between the legs feed. Can't beat that. Lance with the steal there. Dylan's bringing it up. We're going to watch the Blue Thunder work on their shot. It's important to have good form. You know, I've seen Kyrie do it. We see several. Let's see. We see Steph Curry do it, right? They work on their form before the game. That's what we saw there. Good work by the Blue Thunder. Hopefully it helps them in the next game as they play your Hoosier State Instigators. Looks like we're going to cruise to victory here. 52-point lead, 4 minutes to go. What did you see that you liked about this game?
I mean, it seems like the team chemistry is really starting to come together. Those alley-oops, you're not able to pull those off without having a good chemistry with the team.
Yeah,
definitely sharing the ball, looking for the open player. I like the offensive movement.
Yeah, it feels like everyone's gotten involved and done something positive for the team and had their moments, right? And so it's been just good all around basketball as Lance takes the three-pointer there and buries it. Just like I was saying, everybody's contributing. Everyone's bringing something positive on the offense and defensive end. So it's really great to see. It really feels like there's 5 guys out there on the court playing together. Three-pointer by the Wet Bandits. AB probably had 15 assists. Yeah, nuts. AB's distribution in this game was insane. Dylan with the high bounce, unconventional. No look pass to Lance, who shoots it. And another 3 by Lance. Yeah, you know, I really like, you know, we talked about it at the top a little bit, but wanted to see Jackson and AB playing together. Those two playing a high-low together against that zone where AB was high, Jackson was low. AB just has great vision for a big man. Jackson with the soft hands to catch on as Dylan punctuates it with another dunk. And then he steals the ball and dunks it again with a 360 dunk. Was Rico trying to block him there?
I don't know.
And they're going to call the game there with 3 minutes to go. So that's the end of game 1 for the Instigators. 122-63, so the Instigators win by 59. Disrespectful to call the game before we get up to a 60-point lead, in my opinion. But Jesus, like the play there was off the charts. Like you said, the chemistry amazing. The highlight reel all-timer. Wet Bandits, again, you know, every team we've played do something really well. For them, it was the 3-point shot. You know, they scored 60 plus points in a game, you know, that didn't go the whole full 40 minutes. So their offense wasn't bad. They were playing fine. It's just the Instigators, you know, shot maybe 80% from the field in that game. It was nuts. And that's because they were all, you know, the shot that we had to work on, the lowest percentage shot for us, which was the dunk. It seems like we perfected it there, but cool to run it back with Dylan, see him there. But, you know, really the stars for me were AB with the assists, seeing Rico shooting threes and playing hella good defense. Lance appeared several times, did some good stuff. Kevin Cameron never stops hustling, right? Is probably the hardest working guy on the court. So seeing those guys play as well as they did, Jackson hitting the mid-range shots over and over again, and the sky hook, something I think we should get used to seeing as the season goes on, because that guy is consistent. I think he's 2 for 3 I've seen with the sky hook so far this year. So those are my takeaways. We moved to I don't know how many wins is that? 6? No, 5-2.
Yeah, 5. 5
5-2.
as of now. Yeah.
Yep, 5-2. No spoilers.
Yeah.
But we play the Blue Thunder next. Let's take a. You want to take any last thoughts before we take a commercial break and head to game 2?
Uh, hopefully we can keep up those alley oops. It definitely helps with our highlight reel. I think we
Yeah.
get a decent amount of views on those type of plays. So, like to keep that stuff up.
Yeah, me too. All right, well, let's hit a commercial break. We'll come right back with Instigators versus Blue Thunder. So while we're waiting, we got 2 minutes before this game starts. As we see, I think those are Rico's kids or some relation to him on the field. Cute as hell. Um, I did want to, we were talking in the chat today. We talked about announcing something today, so I thought I would do that now. So as you all know, the Instigators uniforms, name, and logo are all designed by fans, and by uniforms I mean the jerseys, right? Because the Instigators were the jerseys were really good. It was our first year creating them, but we had really plain basic shorts to go with them. We've since switched jersey providers, which has allowed us to go back and rethink the shorts, which is something we always wanted to upgrade. So starting tomorrow in our Discord, we'll be taking submissions for the Instigators black shorts and white shorts. That will be the official team shorts of the team for the 24-25 season. Submissions can be by anyone. You can submit in our Discord. You can do it through Facebook, Instagram. You can post a picture in here if you want. But paying patrons and our Patreon will be the ones that'll vote on the bracket. If you were around last year, you know how intense that vote was for the jerseys year 1. So we're hoping for something similar with the shorts year 2. So finally doing what's right, and making those fan created. Can't wait to do that. So get your short submissions into us. You need shorts to go with the black jerseys and shorts to go with the white jerseys. Make sure you label them so we know which is which if it's not obvious. If you like to go black jersey and white shorts like AB did tonight, make sure you put that in the comment. But we'll be taking those submissions for the next week or two. And then we'll throw up a fan vote to pick the official shorts of the Hoosier State Instigators for the 24-25 season. We see a fan taking free throws there. Almost made that one. That one of our biggest supporters right there getting free throws on the court. Love to see that. But anyway, so make sure you get your short submissions in. We also have another big announcement. We're not making tonight, but this is an exciting week for the Instigators. We don't want to spoil it too much, Jake. But when I told you the news, what was your reaction?
I mean, we got so many things. I'm so looking forward to this next season. We're definitely making some big strides going into our second season here.
Yeah, absolutely. All I can say is look out on our socials for an announcement about Friday night. That's the next big thing coming up for the Instigators. I don't want to spoil it yet. But anyway, let's get back to the action here as we're about to go. I do want to say, we're playing out of beautiful Bedford, Indiana, at the Crossroads Community Church and the IBL. Thank you so much to the Crossroads Community Church and the IBL for hosting this great league. As there fans down on the court, that can't be good. But if you live near Bedford on the 27th, there is a great opportunity as we're ending kind of our residency in Bedford, putting on a kids camp for kids 6 to 14, $40. Get a custom Instigator shirt that I designed specifically for these kids camps. It's cute as hell. So if you're in the area, bring your kids. Jackson's almost leaking some stuff down there in the chat. Jackson knows what we're talking about for Friday. Can't wait to talk more about it soon. And so here we go, Blue Thunder game. Chuck drops the ball there on a laser by Joe. That's kind of the downside to playing with Joe. I don't want to say downside because that's not what it is, but it's something that you got to be aware of when you're playing with Joe Bird is he will plummet in there to you if you're down in the paint, and you got to have your hands up and ready. That's how he gets it in those tight windows, so it's not a bad thing. It's just that our forwards have to be ready for it. AB shoots a 3. He misses that. And Instigators as Rico again with the quick hands. Shout out to Scotty, by the way, right there in the green shoes as the referee, the guy who runs the IBL, put on this great tournament for us. I don't know if you follow them on Instagram, Jake, but they ordered a WWE-style belt as the trophy for the Super Cup. I can't wait to hopefully hold that over my head when I win this championship.
Yeah, I did see that. I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah, that's going to be dope. So Blue Thunder here, get a shot. I think this is 23 right here. Pretty good player. I think 96 or 97 is the other player to watch. I can't remember his number. I think it's something like that. But anyway, I like these kind of Utah Jazz looking uniforms. I think they're really cool. I like the Blue Thunder name, honestly, too. As Rico gets another steal. Man, Rico on defense is a dog. He throws it up to Dylan, who gets his own rebound. Joe pump fakes. Presses the defense a little bit. I felt like Joe settled a little bit too much last year as he gets the pass here. What I've seen, though, in the Gold Cup is a renewed Joe Bird with some purpose. And he's pressing the issue. He's making good decisions. He's making shots. Really been impressed by Joe Bird in this tournament. Some of it, maybe some of it is that he plays here all the time, right? As the Instigators get called for another foul. So maybe there's a little bit of confidence there and a familiarity. As we see, if you peek right there, you see me talking to JoJo Hart, who will be playing in this game a little bit later on. JoJo is one of the most dedicated people we see. Jackson says he wants to shout out number 23 of the Blue Thunder, Clayton. I think his name was Clayton. He played really well. Totally agree. I saw you two going at it kind of the whole game. He was a really good player. But anyway, JoJo is one of the most dedicated people. I think he's like 4 hours away or 2 hours. I can't remember. A long way away from here. But he shows up every week to play and get better with his teammates. One of the leaders on and off the court for us. Turnover by the Instigators here. Not the start they'd hoped, as it's 2-2. Chuck with the thievery, though. Oh, that's a missed dunk. That's 4 missed dunks. But that would have been insane. Off the backboard. Nuts. That's the thing. Like when Dylan or AB in particular, but I would say even some of the other guys like Joe, Jackson, and Mike, if you're like in trouble and you throw it off the backboard, there's like at least a 10% chance they're coming down and slamming it. So not a bad is losing the ball. AB gets fouled. I don't want to call him out like this, but I'm gonna because I've seen it a couple times. AB's been wearing one earbud the whole time listening to music.
Oh, yeah.
Both games. Misses the free throw there. Oh, that's fun. I'm gonna call him out about it. Maybe it's helping him. I don't know. I like to imagine it's like positive affirmations as Chuck gets the steal in the bucket.
Or he's just waiting for his next movie role.
Maybe. Or maybe he's listening to, I don't know if you knew this, but Kevin is a rapper who releases music. So maybe he's listening to Stunna Boy's next album.
Yeah.
Rico with another steal. Instigators defense early on in this game looks really good as Dylan goes with the more traditional layup. Almost stolen again. I don't know this guy's name right here, but his beard is great. Best beard in the IBL. Chuck with the three-pointer. He buries it. Instigators are up 9-2. So here we go a little bit. Shot there, three-pointer. So back to what you were talking about in the first game. Open three-pointers is what keeps teams in this. Is back to a 4-point lead. Rico thought about shooting. Instead, dishes it to Joe, who misses that three-pointer. Again, though, good ball movement by the Instigators to get the open man. Just doesn't fall. Ball's out of bounds. Looks like it's Blue Thunder ball.
Spacely's got a theory of what AB is listening to.
It might be. Yeah. Good shot there by the Blue Thunder. Just doesn't fall. AB with the rare miss handle. Oh, man. Jackson says he has the best beard. First of all, it was dry and itching. Like, were you how up in this guy's beard were you? No, Jackson's right. I apologize, Jackson. You have the best beard. His is the longest. Missed layup, but the Blue Thunder. Oh, clean it up. Missed it anyway. 3-pointer here. Blue Thunder still down 2, 7-9. Lots of good opportunities there. Just none of them went in. Steal there. Rico wants the foul. Oh, I thought he was going to dunk it. You know, he was like setting up. But anyway, Rico wants foul there. What do you think? Was that a foul? I couldn't tell. Jake, the answer is no. It's never a foul. There are no fouls. Joe goes to the line. Again, Joe going to the bucket with purpose. Gets the line. Seen that a lot. Chuck says he has the best. Fan vote it is. Throwing up a fan vote.
Yeah.
As long as we all can agree I have the best mustache. Joe hits the second free throw there. The Instigators now tied up. Nope, they're up 1. Okay, I thought so. I one time, though, in a store did talk to a guy for 30 minutes about beer product just because I was curious. I didn't even have a beard. I don't know why he was talking about it. Yeah. Blue Thunder hit that shot now. They're up 2. So a little bit of a run by the Blue Thunder to make this a competitive game and actually take the lead. Instigators, who I think led from start to finish the last game. Let's see how they deal with a little bit of adversity. Again, back-to-back games, right? So, like, how's our conditioning? How's our effort? That's what we're looking for in game 2. If you're in the chat, rate the Instigators' effort in this game as you see it. Let us know when it's getting bad. Let us know when it's getting good. Remember to tag the players in the chat so they know you're talking shit about them.
That's a fatigue move right there, it looked like.
Yeah. Joe Bird said, I'm not going to let him get the basket no matter what. Ball knocked out off the Instigators. The only thing I don't like about the Blue Thunder is it's close to the Blue Demons.
It is.
Like, choose a different color. You know? Like green or something.
The Blue Demons make sense because it's close to like the Blue Devils.
Yeah,
The Thunder, I'm not really sure. I mean, I think like Oklahoma City's blue and orange, so they could have went with orange.
Yeah. I mean, any color, and as JoJo Hart just checked in, remember, this is a live substitution, so you don't have to wait for a dead ball. I feel like any color would be cool with Thunder, though. You know? But, like, Green Demons would sound stupid.
Yeah.
3-pointer here. Off the mark. Instigator still down 4. Long outlet pass by AB. JoJo with the assist, just missed, but that's a foul. Dylan goes line. Dylan's kicking himself a little bit that he missed that shot, even though he got fouled. Expects himself to put that in. This player is sneaking on the court. He's actually part of the Blue Thunder. But he's wearing our colors to try to throw us off.
Yeah. You've seen
At least
that
I
a
think
couple
that's
of
the
times.
strategy. Yeah, it's an interesting strategy. Going with the shot, he missed again. Dylan still practicing his free throw form a little bit there. And Instigators still down 4 after 2 missed free throws. Blue Thunder too easy there. And the Instigators call a timeout. They didn't call a timeout the entire last game. But down 6 now, and only 10 points with 7.5 minutes gone. It's quite a different game than the last game. So, what are you seeing here? What's going on with the Instigators? You think?
Yeah, I think we saw this in the first week where we had those back-to-back games. It does look like a little bit of fatigue, setting in. Like you said, no timeouts in that first game. So this really is kind of just straight runs of games. The halftime shorter. It's 2 halves instead of 4 quarters. So there's a lot less breaks for these guys.
Yeah, absolutely true. Part of me wonders too. The end of the first game, because of the score, became kind of a street ball session. And so then you come in, you're playing a quality opponent, and you got to switch your mind back to organized basketball. Maybe there's a little bit of that going on as kind of a hangover from a game that wasn't competitive and going on. Blue Thunder with the 3 ball, missed it. Rico with the steal and the pass to Joe. JoJo with the nice dish, and Rico puts it in. Thought that was an Instigators player about to steal the ball there, but that was still the Blue Thunder. So out of that timeout, the Instigators get the steal in the bucket to bring it back within 4. Almost a steal there by Jackson Stone. Again, just kind of too easy to the bucket. I know he didn't make that there, but got to do a better job on help defense. JoJo gets the bucket and he gets the foul. I think it's good getting JoJo in the game here. I think that he's going to bring some freshness. He didn't play game 1, and so he's fresher than everybody else. He's also just got a high motor and a good distributor as well as a good shot maker. So it's good to see him in there, and I think he'll help with the team quite a bit. Instigators pull it within 2, though, 16-14, as the Thunder look to slow it down.
And another miss from the free throw line. This game has, I think, been our worst from the free throw line so far.
Yeah, that's 0 for our last 3. I think Joe only hit 1 of his as well, as Dylan cleans up with a rebound there in the tip end. So I think we're 1 for 5 from free throw range, which is not great. Blue Thunder bring it out. I think it's a mistake here by the Blue Thunder to slow the game down. You're playing a team that just played. You'd think you'd want to keep the energy up and really start to push it and see how tired they are. They called a foul on Jackson there. Definitely don't agree with that foul. Jackson, that was good defense. Don't listen to that ref. And it looks like a wholesale change here for the Instigators. Everyone and their mom subs in. Interesting rebound alignment here by the Blue Thunder. 4 players close, 3 players now. But definitely not in their traditional spots. It almost worked there as you see that player crash from the 3-point line. Lance in the game for the first time, passes it to JoJo. Jackson just missed. Same thing, shots are just a little bit off. Yeah, maybe it's fatigue. Maybe it's a little bit of a street ball from the game before, but that was an oop to Dylan. All right. I believe Joe on that one, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm going to give it to him. We'll count it as an oop. You win, Joe. Pass there. 3-point shot made by the Blue Thunders. They retake the lead 20-18. So the Instigators had fought back, scoring 6 straight points, but now back down by 2. Good pass by Terry and strong move there by Jackson. Jay gets in, says, never touch the rim. Joe Bird is him. I agree. Joe's great. I wasn't arguing whether it was a noob. I called it out. I agreed with him. We won't count it as a missed shot in the stats. That's what it's really about.
Yeah.
Count it as a missed shot by the Blue Thunder, and Lance with the rebound. Lance pushes the ball up the court. Shoots the three. Just misses, but Jackson's starting to insert himself. Yeah, dude tried to undercut him. That's true, yeah. You saw him get right in front of Dylan toward the basket and try to take out his legs. Which, is not nice. But also a way to say, hey, y'all aren't doing alley-oops on us. We saw that last game. We saw a lot of Blue Thunder in that game. So I can't be mad at it because I would do the same thing. Jackson misses there. Turn around skyhook. It doesn't count, though. The ball was out of bounds before that. That was a good shot.
It was
Didn't
an
count.
interesting sequence, yeah.
Yeah. Just so you know, for those of you that don't often play basketball with a railing right above the court, if it hits that railing, it's out of bounds. Jackson with the block. So Jackson's really starting to insert himself here in the first half. Love to see it. JoJo with the pass, I think. It's hard to tell if it was a block that went to him or a pass. I'm going to call it a pass. And the Instigators are up 4. Starting to apply a little bit more pressure up the court, too, as that's a jump ball. Yep, so possession arrow towards the Blue Thunder, who inbound it quickly. Good defense there by Kevin, though, to get a hand up. Joe and Tyree are the only two on the court, passing it back and forth. Good work. Missed shot, unfortunately, so the Blue Thunder get it back. So you're starting to see, you can see JoJo meeting him at half court. You can see the Instigators upping the pressure just a little bit to see if this can handle the ball with some on-ball pressure. That was a steal there or a block, and the bucket by Kevin. The Instigators go up 6. And you can see even there, Tyree up a little bit, providing a little bit of pressure. Lance all over the ball handler. So again, the Blue Thunder slowing it down quite a bit here. Whoa, elbow jut there. Did you see that? Rude. They call a foul on Lance. They'll call it on the floor, though, so the Blue Thunder will inbound the ball. I think you can foul it. I think it's 6 fouls and you foul out in this league. Something to watch for, although we haven't had anyone foul out, which is nice. We also haven't gotten any technical fouls, which might be the longest run in Instigators history of games without a technical foul.
Yeah, I definitely feel like it is.
Yeah. Jackson there with the bucket. Nice job. A bit of a scramble going on here. That bucket's in. And they're going to call a foul there on Kevin Cameron. So 23 goes to the bucket gets the bucket and goes for the and one here. So it's a 6-point lead by the Instigators. Blue Thunder sticking around. They hit the free throw there. Tyree inbounds it to JoJo. JoJo brings the ball up the court, setting up the offense. JoJo's three-pointer in and out. Telling JoJo these three-point lines I think are shorter. I'm not sure what they are. I defer to Scotty on that. Scotty, if you're in the chat, let us know. But the ABA, and so I think we see some of that where I think some of our guys are missing threes where they're right against the line. Tell them maybe take a step back for your brain, a little bit, make the shot. I know it doesn't make a ton of sense, but make the shot a little bit easier because then it's at a true 3-point range rather than a mid-range. Good assist there by the Blue Thunder. They get the bucket. I don't like to compliment other teams, but that was a good assist. And then a steal by the Thunder. They take it up, and Kevin Cameron with another foul there. That's one thing Kevin's got to work on a little bit, is playing defense without fouling, knowing when to go up with the guy to attempt the block and knowing when not to, which is something will come with experience, you know. Blue Thunder go back to the line. 3-point. Oh, man. And the easy rebound here. No boxing out. And they turn an and one into an and two. And back up are the Blue Thunder. 29-28. 4:50 to go. So Instigators scoring much less. Remember, they had 64 at halftime of the last game. They got 28 here with 4 minutes to go. And some change. You know, definitely don't want to discredit the Blue Thunder's defense. The Instigators will just step off a little bit this game. AB and Jackson playing the high-low again. Very successful in the first game. That was, I believe, a foul on the Blue Thunder. Yep, foul on the Blue Thunder. On the floor, so the Instigators will inbound. JoJo with a nice pass there. Again, just in and out from the Instigators. Blue Thunder with a three-pointer. They missed that. And AB with the rebound. Against another player dressed like an Instigator. JoJo misses. I believe that was a foul before the bucket there. Jackson's don't goes to the line. Jackson's shot really well from the free throw line so far. It's been good to see. Announcer's curse. I know. I'm sorry, Jackson. He made that one, though. 1 for 2. I should remember when guys miss free throws so I don't do that. You know? I shouldn't hype them up when they're going to miss. So. Blue Thunder bringing it in. Maybe the Blue Thunder playing this well because I'm wearing blue glasses. I didn't even think about that.
Oh, yeah.
Instigators down 3 here. Steal by Rico, who's had really great hands tonight. Stolen the ball a bunch. And there's another one there. Gets the easy layup. And look at this now. We got JoJo picking up basically full court here. Playing full court man. You can see that person holding a basketball. And that's a foul on the three-pointer. Blue Thunder will go to the line for 3. Blue Thunder have done a much better job compared to our last opponents, the Wet Bandits, as far as getting to the free throw line. They've shot a lot more free throws than the Wet Bandits did. And even more than we did in this game so far. And that's been a big difference for them as they push their lead up to 2. And this free throw there. That one goes in, so the Instigators down 3. I love to see this, the quick inbound to half court, something that I think is going to be really beneficial in the ABA season in particular, where they go nonstop. AB with the rebound and the dunk. Was not an alley-oop there. That was a good rebound and dunk all in one motion by Alex Brown. The Instigators pull it to a 1-point lead. Blue Thunder bring the ball to the court. As you can see, again, the Instigators, I think this is the right move, just bringing up the defensive pressure. It's good to see that they're doing this, too, even in a back-to-back game, to do it in the second game. Shows that the conditioning's a little bit better, and that guys are really feeling like they're getting into basketball shape, that they can do that in the second game. JoJo on the ball. Good defense there by JoJo. It tries to go up against AB. That did not work. It's a tough assignment. You heard Joe yell for Chuck to turn around, even though Rico was passing the ball. That's good vision by Joe Bird when he's not even on the court to tell Chuck to turn around because he's about to get the ball. AB blocks it. Now, those were good hands by Tyree to catch that block. And then a great assist by Rico. Really does it all. Everything. Assists, 3-point shots, steals. See everything from him as we get a timeout now as the Instigators went from down 4 to up 7 real quick. There's a minute 43 left to go. As we see Scotty, let's count the makes and misses. 0 for 1, 0 for 2. Okay, 1 for 3. All right, quit while you're ahead. Good shot. Good form there. Nice job, Scotty. Immediately, the Wet Bandits ask him if he wants a spot on the team. Look at that. I assume that's what's happening. I don't know. As we go through this timeout, what do you think the key to the game is going forward for the Instigators to pull out a victory?
I think it's gonna come down to defense. The shots haven't been falling in this game, so if you're able to hold on to the defense, as long as you score more points, that's how you win.
No, that makes sense. Scoring more points than the other team is how you win. And actually, from here, we just got to score like within 2 of what they score, and we still win. So yeah, I think you're right. Defensive focus is going to have to really be there for them to pull out this victory. Tyree with the reach there gets called for the foul. So I believe that puts the Blue Thunder with a 1-on-1 opportunity here. So they will go to the free throw line to try to convert this. This is the first. And it goes in, so he'll get a second free throw here. Pulls it within 2 now. He makes both of them, so 1-point game. Again, the Instigators with the long outlet pass, something they've been working on a lot this week. We've seen. Instigators work the ball around. Good baseline run by Chuck, and then AB draws the foul. Against some of these zones, those baseline runs are really killer because you get lost, right? Folks don't really know where you are. And Chuck does that pretty often. I think JoJo does that a ton. JoJo's one of the best at running baselines for us. Just running, and by that meaning from corner to corner. AB hits the free throw there. So we got Rico and JoJo up there for the rebounds. JoJo almost gets it, doesn't though. But as you see, they're not backing off here. They're right on those guys, trying to trap. See the defensive help there. Good outlet pass though by the Blue Thunder to get the ball over half court. I think it's 10-second half court here, as opposed to the 7 seconds that it is in ABA. A little slower, but still the same concept. But if we can hold them for 10, we can hold them for 7. That's what I always say. We watch everybody run. Instigators get a bucket there. Good job, Instigator. Instigators are up 4 here. Really like to see this. So we saw a lot of zone last time. Now we're seeing man and working on the press, something we also didn't see a lot from the Instigators. But I'll tell you, we didn't get it right there. But if it's a thing that we get right with the rules in the ABA, we get an extra bucket on those turnovers in the backcourt. So definitely working that 3D light rule there to try to perfect that and get those goals and get more points. As we see the Instigators doing the rare thing, holding for the last shot. JoJo gets fouled there, and that, I believe, will send him to the line for the 1-on-1. JoJo's been a big factor in this game ever since he entered the game. Did you see it? He didn't dribble.
Oh, yeah, you mentioned that last time, yeah.
Here it comes. No dribble from JoJo. Which is crazy because he's one of the best dribblers on the team. And yet, Good defense there. Swarmed by the Instigators, not even allow a shot. Anyway, that blows my mind every time I see it. I can't unsee it now. I'm going to mention it every time. Anyway, let's hit a commercial and then come back and break down the first half of Instigators basketball. 42-38, 4-point lead. So I don't know if folks saw today, we made the announcement. We've mentioned a couple times. Best Choice Fieldhouse, the new home of the Hoosier State Instigators for the 24-25 season. Really excited to be playing there. It's a really intimate facility. Sits about 150 people for our games, which, the ABA averages about 100 people a game. So it'll be really nice. Every seat will be a front court seat, right? When you buy a ticket to the Hoosier State Instigators game. Single game tickets on sale soon, but you can buy season tickets now for all 10 home games, $89.99 for the season. Make sure you go to apexofsports.com/tickets for your opportunity to buy season tickets. I know I'll be there for every game, Jake. So I hope we have a lot of fans joining us as well. A great environment last year, right? Fans on the court at halftime, players signing autographs after every game. Really one of the best values for family fun in the Fishers area.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited to see the new venue. Obviously, I haven't been out there in person,
Yeah.
but all the games last year I made it out to were a blast. Always having the kids on the court for half, and then having our players hang out with the fans after the games is, a good time. I will say I did do like a Google Maps of the Best Choice Fieldhouse. Is it true that there's like giant basketball hoops outside of the place?
There are, yeah, on the entrance.
That's pretty
So
cool.
those are really cool. Yeah. Jackson says he's played maybe 1,000 games there, so he's got a home court advantage. That's actually the only reason we signed there. Uh, but
Yeah.
seriously, it's a great facility. Fishers is a really cool place. If you're not from Indiana, it's really up and coming. It has a new arena being built for the hockey team that's going to be there, the indoor football league team that's going to be there. There's a pro volleyball team. The Mad Ants are moving next door, which is the G League team of the Pacers. So it's a really happening place. But anyway, let's get back to Instigators basketball. Get your season tickets. $89.99 a year. You can order those now. Single game tickets on sale soon as we start working out the schedule. I actually scheduled our first game of not the first game of the season, but the first game that I've finalized on our schedule today again, and we'll be playing against another team in Indiana that I'm not going to name right now. But starting to work on the schedule soon or now. So hopefully we'll have those soon as we see the rare ABA ball sighting, as you see some of the Instigators getting a feel for the ABA ball. I will tell you, if you haven't been to one of our games, if you haven't played with the ABA ball, it feels different.
It
And the
does,
players,
yeah.
the players talk about that a lot. Is that it took them a little while to get used to the ball. So it's good to see they've worked one in. Obviously they want to use the game ball here because they want to feel that ball, but also just working in some ABA shots so that they can continue to work on that. Really smart by them, as Dylan just hits a 3-pointer there with the ABA ball, and Kevin shoots one up and it goes in. So there we go. Hope to see more of that as we see that glorious red, white, and blue ball flying this fall. And it's still, oh, that's a missed dunk. That's what is that, 5?
Uh,
It's
I
4 or
don't
5.
remember. It's either 4 or 5.
We're gonna say 4. But anyways, Instigators up here 4 points at the half. There were times where it looked like they'd be down at the half, so they really finished strongly. Led mostly by, I would say, JoJo and Rico with pressure on defense and then turning that into fast buckets on the opposite end. One of the things that I always say is good defense equals fast offense, and we saw that a little bit there with some breakaways. This is why we need a counter, Jay says.
That is
You
true.
said about, first of all, he said about dunks. Don't give that to him.
Yeah.
He was talking about made dunks. Don't give that to him. But he's right. We need a counter. But if you know the number, put it in the chat. Anyway, JoJo gets the inbound here as the Instigators start the half with the ball. Cross court pass to Rico. Really nice. It Rico gets in, didn't get fouled there. Okay. As we see again, the instigators not backing off. Even more instigators now in the backcourt. JoJo's calling me right now. It's funny. I'd put him on speaker, but I don't know what it's about. Anyway,
Yeah.
shot by Mike in there. As the instigators score the first bucket of the half, they're up 6. That's so funny. I'm sitting here talking about how great JoJo's been playing, and he calls me. As that shot must have been blocked there, but that one rattles in. So it's 40-44. Still close game, 4-point game. Minute gone by here in the second half. Shot by Rico. Couldn't miss in the first game. Has missed both 3-pointers he's taken in this game, though. That's just the way it goes. That's basketball, folks. Bucket missed there by the Thunder. Rebound by Rico. Thought he got fouled there. I tend to agree with him. And there's the sound of the game. I didn't even notice it wasn't there until you just unmuted it.
I just realized it.
JoJo with the tip. JoJo's played nearly this entire game. Missed the first game, really getting his minutes worth. Really high motor, like we said earlier. So no worry about fatigue there. As Rico gets kind of the easiest steal he may ever get right there, as the ball just bounces off of Blue Thunder player's hands. JoJo for the 3. Misses that one. Mike Pugh checks into the game. I don't think he played in the first half. So it's good to see him here in the second half.
I don't think we saw him in the first. The other thing we've got on the line is that 100+ points in a game. This one is not on pace for that right now. Yeah,
good point. We're on pace for what do we have? 42, so 84 at half. 84 points. So we got to pick it up on offense. We're going to score 100 again. Mike with the rebound. Rico gets fouled, almost gets the N1, but he'll go to the line for 2. Again, Rico is one of those guys, every time he gets on the court, does something that stands out. And you know how we found Rico, don't you, Jake?
I know he was at a tryout.
He was at a tryout.
Yeah.
We're going to have another one of those coming up in July, $60. Go to apexsports.com to learn more about how you could possibly be the next Hoosier State Instigator. And we drop those really cool graphics every time we sign somebody, so you can be on there. I've seen some other teams do those. That they do a good job. They're not as good as ours. Plus, those players don't get to play with these guys, who I think are the best players in the ABA. So good ball movement there, and Mike lays it in. That was really good ball movement. 4 guys touched the ball in about 10 seconds. As you see, the pressure keeps up. Chuck fouls there. Good old bear hug. Chuck tried to call that a jump ball. I don't know if you saw that. But Chuck looked at Scotty and he's like, jump ball. I was like, no. I love you, Chuck, but that wasn't a jump ball, brother. 23 brings the ball in. A little bit of a screen set up here. JoJo fighting over the screen, though. Ball in. A little bit of a wild skyhook shot. They call that off the Instigators. I couldn't see it. I don't believe it.
It's the sunglasses.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah. Oh, I still don't believe it. Rico gets the lay in there. The Instigators all of a sudden are up 10 points. So getting a little bit of distance. I think you're right. You said the key to this game is defense. We're seeing this higher pressure, full court defense, and it's definitely thrown the Blue Thunder off their rhythm. A team that, as JoJo gets the easy steal there, a team that, as we saw in the first half, really wants to slow it down and be methodical. They're not able to do that because of all the traps set by the Instigators and jumping the passing lane. So really good adjustment. Again, we've talked about this before. We have a coach. We haven't announced them yet. Although if you were eagle-eyed at the last game, you saw at least them there here on the stream. But that coach is not here this week. The team is actually, again, coaching themselves. And so it's good to see the players making those types of adjustments. They see something. and acting on it. It's really cool to see. And an alley-oop attempt there by the Blue Thunder doesn't quite go off. I was gonna pop for that if they hit that. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I don't think anybody's landed an alley-oop against us yet.
I don't think so either. Our alley-oop defense is second to none. AB got fouled there, so he'll go to the line. I wasn't sure if the foul was against AB or against Rico. That sequence is pretty funny. You couldn't hear it there except at the end, but AB shoots it and he goes, "That's off." And then it goes in. He goes, "Who said that?" Funny stuff. Anyway, a trap here. Chuck saves the ball. He'll shoot the three. Misses it, but JoJo with the rebound. He'll take it straight up. He makes it. Got hacked in the head there, but didn't get called. Another trap, and again, the Blue Thunder just can't solve the Instigators' full court pressure. Mike almost gets the block there. Instead, he throws it out there for Chuck, who really just kind of broke that guy's ankle a little bit. And Rico misses the three. So Instigators up 14. This is more like it for us, right? Slowly building the lead. Rico with the rebound. Goes out to AB. Gonna throw it off, and Mike, misses the dunk. That's 5. Off the glass would have been sweet, though. That was a great dish by AB. Mike almost had it. The timing was almost there. They'll get that next time for sure, but man, that was awesome. And that's a 3 by the Blue Thunder. We see Mike Pugh bringing the ball up. Again, I think this is about the 6th different instigator bringing the ball up the court. He feeds it to JoJo, who just misses. That was a good feed. Kevin with the rebound. I thought that was a Blue Thunder player. Kevin, who backs off, shoots a 3 and knocks it down. Last week, Kevin had some really good games. A little quieter this week. Still contributing, still playing well, but was really good last week. He claims he had 30 points in one of the games. I haven't counted the stats, so I can't confirm or deny that, but he had a really good game. All right, JoJo on defense, staying in front of his man pretty well. Thought about the pass there. Much better defense we're seeing from the Instigators. A lot of help side, a lot of effort there. It's good to see. AB with the assist. AB point guard of the night with the assist. That's probably about 45 assists that he has. 3 Instigators around the basketball there. As we see one of the Have You Heard taking some shots. Played them last week. They had a good game.
I think AB is trying to set himself up for a quadruple double at some point.
Absolutely. He could do it. He could do it for sure. The one triple-double he got was with, or one of the triple-doubles he got, I should say, because he had a couple was with blocks last year. So he can definitely get there. Missed shot there. Instigators recover it, and JoJo brings the ball up the court. Throws it up to Mike, who hits it. So Mike gets the alley-oop there. Nice job. That was a great feed by JoJo from the three-point line to hit Mike cutting. We see the Have You Heard shooting it again, making it. If only there was like an owner of the team who knows this is being streamed and then it'll mess up the camera, standing there that could say something. 3-point shot there. Missed. Thunder get the rebound, but miss it. Try again. That's another miss. Kevin Cameron's bringing it up. The Instigators trying to open it up, getting almost 20-point lead here with 12 minutes to go. 63-46. I'm still worried about that 100. I'm not going to lie. Kevin with the steal there. Nice job. He tries the alley-oop. We're not counting that as a missed dunk. Kevin gets the layup. Kevin's got to throw that off the glass there, right? He kind of did like a 180. No. He tried to alley-oop to Mike. I think he should have probably just thrown that off the glass to Mike, right? Instead of trying to like spin around and throw it up. Appreciate the thought. Don't get me wrong, but that's just got to go off the glass, I think.
Yeah.
Wow, really great content. And the Instigator / Blue Thunder player gets the inbound. AB with the steal, I believe. Oh, no. Miss dunk number 6. Approaching the record now. I didn't expect that tonight. In fact, you said, I don't think we'll see as many missed dunks tonight.
Yeah, I know. It's
But we're at 6.
starting to add up.
Leaders are up 19. It is. Mike stops for the pull-up mid-range shot all day. I want to see a mid-range shooting contest between Mike Pugh and Jackson Stone. Who you got in that?
Fun to watch. I don't know. That's really hard. That's honestly like a flip of a coin.
Yeah. As Rico gets another steal. Throws it off the glass, and Mike dunks the alley-oop. Mike bringing Lob City all by himself in this game. This is his third alley-oop of the game. Kevin with the steal on the inbound. Spin move, reverse layup, and that goes. Instigators all of a sudden up to a decent lead, 71-46 here. And I can't tell, we've talked about this before, but I cannot tell you how good of a pickup Mike Pugh was at the end of last season for us. And again, just playing really well in the Gold Cup. Always a leader on the court and off the court as JoJo bangs in a 3 there. Really just, a piece that we didn't know we were missing until he got here, and then can't imagine the Instigators without him now this season. Mike Pugh coming through. I see what he did there. Here comes the trap again, and they call a foul. Okay. On the floor, so I think the Blue Thunder will throw it in there. Inbound here. Wide open three-point shot. And he buries it. No matter what league it is, you can't leave a guy that wide open. I don't know whose guy that was. Rico's going to try to answer it back. He misses. And the Thunder get the ball back down 25. Make it 22 as they hit another 3. Mike Pugh bringing the ball up. Mike going to work. Nice pass there to Kevin. In and out there. JoJo telling his teammates to play some defense there. It's good coaching. Oh, I thought that was... Everyone thought that was an instigator. Yeah. I believe that's an and one. As this shot will cut the lead back to under 20 with 9 minutes to go. Instigators are getting there. 74 feels closer to 100. You figure we got, like, if you're thinking about it, like a quarter left, right? A little less than.
Yeah.
We're 3/4 of the way there. So they're almost on pace for that 100 points. JoJo with the shot doesn't go on. A lot more walking around I'm seeing from the Instigators in this game. Chuck playing solid defense there, though. Good hands again, just to make it hard for the Blue Thunder. Shot goes up, misses, and Chuck with the rebound. Chuck brings it up, goes for that alley-oop. Oh, Mike.
There's another one.
I know, 7 missed dunks, but I thought Mike had that alley-oop. That was a good play by both guys. Just didn't quite go. Mike was going for the reverse alley-oop, though. That's tough. And the shot goes in over Jackson there, and that makes it a 18-point game. As JoJo misses the 3 there. But then gets the steal. Oh, nope, they called a foul. No one's heard the whistle yet, so we'll see how this shot goes. Oh, okay. Everyone knows now. 18 points, 7 minutes, 45 seconds or so to go. Call the foul on Jackson. I think Jackson's got to work on just getting those arms straight up and down a little bit. A little more exaggerated straight up and down, maybe, because I don't think they weren't straight up and down there. It was pretty close. You know what it is, don't you, for Jackson in this game? Why he got that foul call? No duct tape numbers.
Yeah, it's true.
He had 0 fouls with the duct tape numbers in game 1. So they bang that one in and get it back down to a 16-point game. Seen this a lot from Mike. He's going to take the shot here. Oh, doesn't quite go in. Outlet pass by the Blue Thunder. Blocked by Chuck. Drives through the lane and makes the bucket. All of a sudden, the Instigators are looking like they're in a little bit of trouble here. Only up 14 with 7 minutes to go. Again, they were up over 20 points. 25 points at one point. As we see a missed shot there. I'm not counting that as a missed dunk, though. Another bucket by the Blue Thunder. And it's a 12-point game. Another turnover by Instigators. Rough patch here for the Instigators. It looks like, as you can see, they've backed off on the defense. It was effective, but it was tiring for sure. You know what I mean? So I don't blame them for doing that. But it definitely, when you let the Blue Thunder set up in the half court, definitely a much better team. We see now the Thunder slowing it down. Good pump fake there. Inside, and that's in. Jackson making the case why you should never dunk again in the chat. Thank you.
Yeah.
JoJo with the layup. That makes it back to a 12-point lead now only for the Instigators. 12 points with 5 minutes to go. Not feeling good about the 100 points again. We'll see. And that's a three-pointer for the Thunder to cut it to a single-digit lead by the Instigators. We're only up 9. JoJo with the nice feed to Chuck. Good job by JoJo to get the assist there. We're also seeing a lot more three-point attempts than we did in the first game. I would say the Blue Thunder a little longer. They definitely, like players like 23, 55, 96 are a little taller. But the Instigators still have the size advantage for sure. JoJo with the ball here, drives behind the back pass. And we'll see the foul there as AB goes back to the line. So AB goes to the line here. Mixed results on the free throw line tonight. But hit his last two. He misses that one there, so then Skaters remain up by 11.
Yeah, I think this is the first game. I think we've been under 50% from the free throw line.
Yeah, I think you're right. Which has definitely contributed to it. Again, just a little less sharp on everything in this second game. Still up 12, though, so hopefully the Instigators can close this one out against the Thunder. Tough shot there. And turnover there again by the Instigators. So chemistry not quite as good there as it was before. Looks like the Instigators are bringing the pressure back a little bit there, as we saw. 3-pointer miss. Get a shot of a player for another team warming up. Nice shots. The Instigators hit the bucket there, maintaining that 12-point lead with 4 minutes to go. Someone calling the crossover. I thought JoJo stayed in front of him pretty well. I'm going to be honest. Good rotation there by the Instigators to get a hand up. Rebound by the Blue Thunder, though. Wide open shooter. Misses it, and Jackson gets the rebound. Mike gets it to AB. Chuck with a juggling act to get the bucket. Really good concentration there by Chuck to get that in. And the Instigators get the lead back up to 14. It's the largest lead of the game since about the 5-minute mark. Steal by JoJo, who gets the lay-in. So again, the Instigators went right back to that pressure. It seems to be really working here as they're up 85 to 69, 16-point lead. And AB with the ball there. JoJo with the nice assist to AB, who gets the dunk. And 18, so just like that, again, they go right back to that pressure. You love to see that adjustment by the players. Go back to that pressure and go from up 9 to up 18 in about a minute. And apparently that last foul led to a one-on-one situation, so they're going to go ahead, a 1-and-1. So the Blue Thunder will go to the line here. So second half, both halves now, the Instigators have been over the limit on fouls. Missed free throw there by the Blue Thunder. I'll say the one thing about this game, though, is the Blue Thunder haven't been particularly good from the free throw line either. As I think Jackson just got blocked there. I'm not going to mention that. 3-pointer, but AB tried to get the rebound. Instead, the Blue Thunder get it, and they make the basket. So 16-point lead here. Chuck wide open for 3, though, and he makes it a 19-point lead with about 2 minutes to go. So Instigators need 10 points in the next 2 minutes in order to hit that 100 points. As Chuck gets the steal there, he's going to stop, pull up for 3. Misses. But Kevin gets the rebound and the putback. Again, Kevin's motor, he never stops. Never stops, and it's good to see there, and that got us a bucket. As the Instigators are now up 21. And I thought an Instigator took that, but it was the guy in the jersey again. 3-pointer goes in, back down to a 20-point game. 18-point game as the Instigators come up with a minute 32 to go. And Kevin Cameron hits the 3-pointer. So that's 5 quick points for Cameron. Instigators have it within 5.
It's going to be close.
It's going to be really close. Blue Thunder with a shot. Good job by Jackson to get in his face there. Long outlet pass to AB. Passes it to JoJo. And another alley-oop for the Instigators. JoJo to AB, and it's a 97-74. Instigators are up 23 here. So I'd say the game is over. Now the only thing in question is that 5 straight games of over 100 points. Missed there. 40 seconds to go. JoJo with the steal. He's going to get the layup. That makes it 99 with 30 seconds to go. It's going to be close. That's a turnover. It goes to the Instigators. And the Blue Thunder call the game with 21 seconds to go. Instigators at 99 points and the ball. Jake, what do you think of that call?
I don't know. I mean, there's less than a minute left. I think I'd let it play out.
And the Instigators ball. Do you think there was something to that to not let them get 100 points there?
I think there's a little something there.
It might be, man. I'm not gonna say it was salty because I wasn't really salty, but it did give me a chuckle, you know. But anyway, the Instigators win 99-76. Improved to 6-2 on the season. Um, According to Jay Spacely, he says we're averaging 103 points a game and averaging only giving up 72, about 73 points a game. So that's pretty good. The instigators, that's something we want to see was that improved defense for sure. We talked about again, you're looking at something between high 60s and low and high 80s for a score with this. Instigators averaged 127 points a game last year and had a losing record. So it's good to see the defense step up. I think that's my takeaway from tonight was how good the defense was in both games. We saw particularly in the second game the defensive adjustments made by the instigators, which really was the difference in the game. I think. But Jay says 118 to 30 definitely helps the cause, which is true. But we also, I think we had a game where we scored almost 130 points in another game. So it wasn't just that one, but still. Good stuff by the instigators. What's your takeaways from tonight?
Yeah, I think you hit it. The defense really is seemed to carry us in that second game. The offense took a little bit to kick on in that second half. But overall, I mean, it was nice to see some of that chemistry starting to pay off, more alley oops.
Yeah.
Um, continued to see nice ball movement, something we've seen throughout the Gold Cup. Finding the open player, making sure everybody's getting their shots up, and it was nice to see the different ball handlers too. You mentioned that a couple of
Yeah.
times on the stream. Seemed like we had about 5 or 6 guys, playing that point position, and I like seeing the different defenses. The only thing I will say is with the change in the teams, I didn't have a chance to make the graphics for the two teams. I would have liked to make the Wet Bandits and the Blue Thunder graphics.
I still think you should. We can maybe put them up as like the cover for this episode of Amateur Night. You know what I
Could
mean?
do
Because
that.
I want to see the Wet Bandits in particular. I want to see what you do. So they like these teams. I don't know if they have official logos or not, or unofficial logos, but Jake makes the logos every week, and that's one of my favorite parts is when you drop the graphics in to see what you came up with for the teams. I think that's awesome.
Yeah, I had
Hopefully, you have
fun
a lot of fun.
with the rim ticklers this past week, but we didn't get a chance to play them.
I know, that's disappointing. I really wanted to play the Rim Ticklers because they're called the Rim Ticklers. I don't know anything about any of these teams really. They're all players that like come together right before the season starts for the Gold Cup, so no one really knows a whole lot about the teams until you see them play. But all-time name, Rim Ticklers. We also saw, I think, we had some players that had some family stuff. So they, that's a interesting thing about the Gold Cup is you have guys come and go. It's not like the ABA where we have all of our players there every week. So, I think in that second game we saw Joe play a little less. Dylan played a lot less in that game since he was there as just kind of a guest because he was passing through really. So I think some of that help had something to do with the second game, along with just again, like it's hard to go from like blowing a team out to having a really competitive game and getting your mindset back. But it felt like in that second half in particular, we were only up 4. We won by 22 or whatever it was. So really good ending. But I want to thank the players in the chat. It's always fun. I want to thank our co-owner Jay in the chat. Tons of fun talking to you guys while we're watching these games back. For me, the second time. For Jake, the first time. He doesn't watch the games beforehand. But we're gonna, obviously we got highlights and everything coming out in the next couple of days, but be on the lookout in our social media about what's happening Friday. The last regular season games will air next Monday night on Amateur Night as we play Saturday at 1 and at 3. If you're in the Bedford area, it's free to attend. And we look forward to seeing everyone. And then we're off for a couple weeks until we play in the Super Cup Championship and hopefully win that belt against whoever comes out of the Gold Cup League. So I'm excited about it. Interesting couple of weeks, and then we go right into tryouts and kids camps and all that good stuff. And then, before this, the season starts this time in October rather than in November, so a little bit earlier. So, thanks for everybody that's watching. Thanks, Jake, for you being here. Oh yeah, Jay says don't forget Instigate Success, hosted by Jake. Episode 50 this Friday. Can you believe we're on episode 50? I couldn't believe that when I saw that post.
I know that's pretty crazy. I mean, that's a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, you can check it out on our YouTube. You can check it out on Patreon. You can also check it out as a YouTube podcast if you
Yeah.
do that on YouTube Music. So make sure you do. Uh, it's been an amazing ride. The first 49. I can't wait to see the 50th. I won't be able to attend. I really wanted to, but as you know, I'll be predisposed. So um, good luck this Friday. Maybe we can get some players in. Maybe we can get Jay in there. And you guys can uh, talk all about Instigators basketball like you have for the first 49 episodes. But anyway, I think that's it for us. Any last words, Jake?
Yeah, I think that covers it. Be sure to tune in on Friday. If you haven't watched them, like you said, you can catch up on our YouTube channel. Everything is posted the day after, and you can listen to it as a podcast as well. But yeah, 9 o'clock on Friday over on our Patreon. If you aren't already there, make sure you find time this Friday.
All right. Until next time, be great, instigate.
See ya.